I conjure thee, O circle of power, that thou beest a meeting place of love and joy and truth, a shield against all wickedness and evil, a boundary between the world of men and the realms of the mighty ones, a rampart of protection that shall preserve and contain the power raised within thee. So mote it be.
Ye lords of the watchtowers of the east, ye lords of air, I do summon, stir, and call thee forth to witness these rites and to guard this circle. Hail and welcome. Ye lords of the watchtowers of the south, ye lords of fire, I do summon, stir, and call thee forth to witness these rites and to guard this circle. Hail and welcome.
Ye lords of the watchtowers of the west, ye lords of water, I do summon, stir, and call thee forth to witness these rites and to guard this circle. Hail and welcome.
Ye lords of the watchtowers of the north, ye lords of earth, I do summon, stir, and call thee forth to witness these rites and to guard this circle. Hail and welcome.
Hello, my name is Selena, and I'm the High Priestess of Triple Goddess Coven. Triple Goddess Coven is a registered nonprofit church in Washington State and has federal 501c3 status. Our mission is to bring the community these amazing rituals so that we may worship together. Our long-term goal is to have a property where we can establish a church building for worship. I would like to thank you for attending our virtual Imbolc ritual this evening. Tonight we will be celebrating Imbolc, otherwise known as Candlemas. Please enjoy our ritual tonight. And now I introduce to you your priestess for tonight's ritual, Aura.
Hello, I am your priestess for the evening, Aura.
And I am Aaron.
We are of Triple Goddess Coven. Thank you for joining us. We will now summon the gods. Great Lady, bright arrow, we call upon you. Brigit of eternal flames, Brigit of the sacred springs. Mistress of poets, healers, and smiths, we invite you into our circle. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
We shall now summon the god. Lord of smithcraft, tool forger, we call upon you. Wayland of the spectral smithy, Wayland of the forest forge. Master of craftsmen, artisans, smiths, we invite you to our circle. Hail and welcome.
Hail and welcome.
Welcome to our Imbolc celebration. Have you noticed the days getting longer? Have you felt the earth starting to stir from its long winter's nap? Just as was promised to us at Yule, the sun is returning to us bit by bit. While it is still cold and rainy here in the Pacific Northwest, we are seeing the snowdrops and the daffodils peek out of the ground. The trees, while still asleep, are dreaming of long spring days. Imbolc, known as Candlemas, is a celebration of light and inspiration. We are feeling the pull to rise from our winter stupor and get to work planning out how we're going to achieve the goals that we set for this new year. Brigit is the goddess of fire, fertility, healing, and smithing, and poetry. Through the magic of her cauldron, we all can be inspired to be the best people that we can be. The energy of the earth is stirring and our energy with it. So for all of those who craft, sing, write, cook, birth, sew, garden, teach, smith, or create, this is your time. This is the time to start putting your dreams into a concrete plan. I challenge you this Imbolc. What will you create this coming year? So what better time of the year for some spring cleaning? The winter holidays have ended, so this is a great time to cleanse and bless your home. Don't forget to bless your home after you cleanse it. You don't want to leave your home empty. Today we are going to start with our brooms. So gather your brooms and besoms, everyone. We are going to bless them. And here is my broom. I love my broom. So this can be done with your magic broom, your mundane broom, your dusters, your Roombas, whatever you are cleaning your house with. If you are using a mundane broom, now we'll do two jobs. It will clean your house and bless your house. You will need incense, salt, a candle, and blessed water. We're going to start by saying a blessing on the broom itself, and then we will be blessing the broom with each one of the elements. So you want to start by holding your broom in your hands. And have you hold my broom for me. And then you want to picture Brigit right behind you with her hands over your hands, blessing your broom along with you. So as you say the words. All right, so the words should be on the screen, so follow along with us. Start with a deep breath. And now we shall begin. Staff and besom tightly bound, let no harm in you be found. Let your twigs their buds recall, your handle be a strength for all. Be you worthy of the chore of sweeping earth's bewintered floor. Awesome, perfect. Yep. All right. Sweep clean and no ill retain. Pass the broom through the incense.
No ill overlook, sweep clean.
Now, when you bless your broom with fire, do make sure to be careful not to actually set your broom on fire.
Right.
Hovering it above the candle is perfect.
Sweep clean, I ordain.
Grab the water.
No corner forsook, sweep clean.
Perfect.
If you're on fire, it's a good time to extinguish.
Now, hopefully, you have an amazing blessed broom for your yearly cleaning. So happy cleaning, everyone.
This meditation is from the book Candlemas, Feast of Flames by Amber K. and Azrael Aaron K. You stand in the forest as the lingering warmth of autumn departs. The leaves around you are hazy gold and nut brown, with the darker evergreens lending contrast. The air is cool, and the scent of wood smoke fills the air. As you walk along a narrow path, you notice that the sky is growing darker, and the chill becomes sharper. A rose and gold sunset flames in the west, while the eastern sky shades toward midnight blue. A few snowflakes sift down through the twilight, but you press on. The snowfall thickens, and the trees are skeletal black shapes in the night, and all is very quiet. There is only the muffled crunch of your boots in the new fallen snow. It occurs to you that autumn has silently departed with the sun, and that you have crossed some subtle boundary and entered the kingdom of winter. Darkness surrounds you, and the snow keeps falling. After a time, your patient trudging brings you to the edge of the woods, and you look out over a sweeping white landscape of hills and valleys, illuminated only by starlight and a slender crescent moon. In the far distance, rugged mountains tower in the sky, their icy peaks glowing with faint moonlight. When your eyes return to the rolling drifts that stretch between you and the mountains, you notice a tiny, flickering red light in the distance. It seems to promise hospitality. You imagine a warm fireside and a pot of hot soup simmering over the flames. Behind you is only the cold, black forest. You set off across the snow-clad land. It seems that you walk forever in an immensity of sky and snow and silence. You cannot tell if the tiny light is closer. In time, you stop looking and just walk through the growing drifts. You awaken to a pale dawn, laying on the ground, and realize that you must have lost consciousness in the night. You are feeling stiff, but amazed that you didn't freeze to death. Then you suddenly realize that you aren't cold at all, and that you are resting on grass, not snow. But before you is an ancient well, surrounded by moss-covered stones. Incredibly, flowers cluster at its base. The air is warm. When you lift your eyes, you realize that you are in the center of the snow-filled valley, the mountain still looming in the distance, but the snow stops a few yards away, as at an invisible boundary. It is an oasis of warmth and life. Words read long ago come to mind. In the midst of winter, I find within myself an invincible summer. When you move to the well, you see that its waters are clear. A tiny spotted fish swims within. A voice, husky but feminine, fills your mind. First, you must heal mind and heart, body and soul. Ask for whatever you need, and then partake of my waters and know wholeness. You think for a long moment, and then whisper your pain to the goddess. You drink, and it is as though all weariness and hurt fall away from you, leaving you refreshed, renewed, young, and filled with joy. As the sun rises in a clear blue sky, you walk on, deeper into the snow. Glancing behind, you can no longer see the green glade of the well, but its effects still sing in your blood and bones. However, the mountains seem no closer than they were. As the sun moves towards the horizon, you become aware of a tower in the distance. It appears very tall, but its pure white stone was lost in the snowy landscape until now. A few more minutes of brisk walking brings you much closer. And now you see that its walls are carved with graceful curves and swirls, and the shapes of intricate crystals and fantastic creatures. It soars to the sky, yet seems so delicate that it might be a spire transplanted from the fairy realm itself. An open door seems to welcome you, and you enter. Within the tower, rays of sunlight slant from high, arched windows, light so rich and golden that it seems a material thing. Beneath your feet are soft, deep carpets in jeweled tones, and the chamber is filled with art. Sculptures so perfectly shaped they seem alive, paintings and wall hangings telling stories of myth and legend, fabrics too rich and fluid for mortal royalty. There are stairs spiraling round the wall and up into a lavender dimness. You move up them. At the top, you find a chamber filled with exquisite rugs and cushions, and a small circular table where incense curls from a bronze vessel. Again, the voice sounds in your mind. Now you may seek your dreams and visions. Breathe the fragrance before you and cast yourself upon the wind. Reality shifts and flows about you, and you find yourself standing in the casement of an open window, looking at the ground far below. The snow crystals sparkle in the last rays of sunlight as you step forward, fall, and fly. You feel the wind beneath your wings, and your eyesight is keener than you imagined possible. You begin to search the world for dreams. Later, you regain consciousness to find yourself sitting in a snowdrift. The sun has set, and the stars are emerging. You wonder if you dreamed the flight, until you notice that all around you the snow is virgin. There are no footprints leading to the place where you crouch. In the distance, at the base of the looming mountains, is the tiny flicker of red light that you saw before. You stand and walk toward it. Tonight, it appears that your efforts will be rewarded. The light grows closer over the next hours, and by midnight, you can actually see flames. The flames are visible through the open front of a rough-hewn shed of logs. They are the flames of a forge, and next to it, you can see a great black anvil with a leather apron draped across it. The tools of a metal worker hang from the walls. You enter the shed and feel moved to put on the leather apron and pick up the hammer. The warmth of the forge feels good after your long, cold trek, and the flames seem cheerful and welcoming. The hammer feels good in your hand. At this moment, the voice sounds in your mind once again. Now it is time to create. Use the tools at hand to make your vision into a thing of iron and sweat. Carry it to remind you that day by day, minute by minute, you create reality. You are the smith, forging your own destiny. An image comes to your mind, and your hands move of their own accord, selecting the raw stock, pumping the bellows, hammering the iron. You work through the night inspired, tireless. The shed is very warm. You perspire copiously and drink great draughts of water from the copper dipping hanging in a barrel. The hours fly by as the focus of your will takes shape in the fire and on the anvil. Dawn breaks as you polish the sword you have made, powerful and elegant, supple and quick. It feels as though it has always been a part of you. The rays of the morning sun flash from the blade. Gradually, you become aware of the world beyond the forge. The snow is gone. Birds sing. A cool breeze blows across the waving grass, and bright wildflowers begin to appear before you. In the night, spring has arrived. From the east, out of the sun, a woman walks toward you. The light gathers around her until all the radiance seems to emanate from her body. She is tall and golden-haired, wearing a simple white robe and a brilliant Greek cloak that billows behind her. Flowers spring up where she has trod. She speaks, and you recognize the voice that has been with you throughout your long journey. You know me. I am the fount of healing, the source of inspiration, the flames of the forge, and I am she who crowns the sovereign of the land. You have established your rulership over the greatest territory ever known, your own heart, mind, and spirit. In token of this, I knight you with your own sword. She reaches out her hand, and you give her the sword. As you kneel, she touches you on each shoulder with the blade, and a thrill runs through you from the places where the sword has touched. And I crown you with a crown of light. In her hand is a glowing circlet of pure light, brilliant white and warm golden, and somehow radiant with all the colors of the rainbow. She places it on your brow, and joy fills you. Bless you, sovereign of your own spirit. When you stand, she is no longer visible, but you know where she is. She is in your heart. Breathe deeply now, and take the images and feelings of this journey into your memory and your body. When you are ready, let your consciousness return to this place and this time, bearing with you all that you have felt and learned. Blessed be.
Turning all the year. Birdsong fill the morning, can you hear? Flowing water round the river bend. Winter's rain is coming to an end. Feast of light, start of life. Join the circle, fire bright. Winter cleans, snowdrop glistens. Smell of spring is in the distance. Rain and smile of a maiden. Plant the seed and sun awaken. Running door to door, giving effigies of wheat and corn. Light the candles in the ground of light, where the cross of Brigid day and night. Feast of light, start of life, join the circle, fire bright. Winter cleans, snowdrop glistens, smell of spring is in the distance. Rain and smile of the maiden, plant the seed and sun awaken. but we overcame. Hope reborn, we're stirring of the spring. Welcome season of the quickening. Feast of light, start of life. Join the circle, fire bright. Winter cleans, snowdrop glisten. Smell of spring is in the distance. Pretty smile of the maiden. Plant the seed and sun awaken.
And now we are going to do our cakes and our ale. Today for our cakes, we have bread and butter because Brigit is also a dairy goddess. And for our ale, we have a nice cranberry juice because I like it. O great Lord, bless this food unto our bodies, bestowing health, wealth, and strength. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
May you never hunger.
May you never hunger.
O great Lady, most sacred, bless this brew unto our bodies, bestowing health, wealth, and the fulfillment of love and happiness. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
May you never thirst.
May you never thirst.
And now we shall dismiss the gods. Goddess Brigid, Goddess of fire and inspiration, thank you for providing us with inspiration and hope in the year ahead. Go in peace and in love. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Master of the craftsman, God of the forge, thank you for helping us to create our future. Go in peace and love. Hail and farewell.
Hail and farewell.
Ye lords of the watchtowers of the north, ye lords of earth, we do thank you for attending our rites, and ere ye depart to your pleasant and lovely realms, we bid you hail and farewell.
Ye lords of the watchtowers of the west, ye lords of water, we do thank you for attending our rites, and ere ye depart to your pleasant and lovely realms, we bid you hail and farewell.
Ye lords of the watchtowers of the south, ye lords of fire, we do thank you for attending our rites, and ere you depart to your pleasant and lovely realms, we bid you hail and farewell. Ye lords of the watchtowers of the east, ye lords of air, we do thank you for attending our rites, and ere ye depart to your pleasant and lovely realms, we bid you hail and farewell. Thank you for joining us for Imbolc. We welcome your donations as we continue bringing you public rituals and soon again in person at Crescent Moon Gifts in Tacoma. Your tax-deductible donations will also help go towards funding our property that we are currently searching for to build our church. Please visit us on our website at triplegoddesscoven.org and click donate. We also have tote bags and t-shirts for sale on our website. And we also want you to remember that we do things like funerals, wickenings, weddings, and much more. We hope to see you in person at our next ritual, which is Ostara at Crescent Moon Gifts in Tacoma, March 20th at 6 p.m. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you, Aura, for another amazing ritual.
With this work properly done, I now draw up this magic circle.
Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. May the gods preserve the craft as the craft preserves the gods.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Thank you and good night, and happy Imbolc to all.
Feast of light, start of life, join the circle, fire bright. Winter cleans, snowdrop glisten, smell of spring